you've seen a lot now on both sides of the table, founder and investor. What would you do differently as an entrepreneur, knowing what you know now?
The pattern recognition that I've been able to do over the last few years of running the OAC, you start to see sort of the commonalities, the overlap in the Venn diagram for founders that are successful, that are really growing their companies. One of those things that stands out the most to me is a almost irrational bias for action. And I don't mean in a way where it's like put your head down and not paying any attention to anything around you and be a bull in a china shop. There's a level of calculation that you must have, but it's folks that they're not afraid to fall. They recognize that they're gonna bump their head on the wall 100 times, and you might as well get those 100 times over with as fast as you can, and it's gonna happen forever. But at the beginning, I think that I tried to be a challenge for me is that I was overly strategic. I wanted to overplan. I was skittish. I was scared to whether that be release a new feature set in our product or bring a new product to market or approach a new customer. I let perfect get in the way of good far too often. And the founders that I see that are very successful are the ones that are getting out there and putting themselves out there. They're moving fast, breaking things, and they're not afraid to fail in public. And what that does is that you kind of run through that iteration, the feedback iteration cycle very quickly, and you get a lot of reps in. And we always say that, one of the things that we love to see in founders the most is they allow the market to tell them what the market wants. And that a red flag is that when a founder thinks that they know what the market wants more than the market knows what they want. So when you're doing that, when you have a bias for action, when you're running that feedback loop very quickly and iterating very quickly, and you're releasing the product before it's perfect, when you're talking to the big customer that is your North Star, that you talk to them earlier rather than later, you realize that it's far more important for people to see you iterate and improve rather than just wait till something's perfect and then deliver it to them.